What would you do if you paid for first class, walked confidently to the check-in counter, and someone told you, "You don't belong here"? Most people would argue. Some might shout. But one woman, a powerful black CEO, didn't say a word. Instead, she made one silent move that not only canceled an entire flight, but sent shockwaves to the entire airline industry. This is her story. Imagine walking into an airport first-class check-in line, ticket in hand, dressed neatly for a business trip, only be told, "You don't belong here." That's exactly what happened to Danielle Moore, one of the youngest and most successful black CEOs in America. She was at the peak of her career, managing a billion-dollar company, and was used to traveling first class. But on this day, as she calmly stood in line, an airline employee walked up and said, "Excuse me, ma'am, this line is for first-class passengers. Economy check-in is down there." The words weren't just insulting. They carried the weight of centuries of bias. Danielle didn't argue. She didn't shout. Instead, she looked the employee straight in the eyes, gave the faintest smile, and stayed right where she was. But what happened next would send shockwaves through the airline industry. Danielle wasn't just another traveler. She was a trailblazer. Growing up in Atlanta, she had faced stereotypes and doubt her entire life. Teachers underestimated her. Recruiters overlooked her. Investors doubted her. But Danielle refused to let barriers define her. By her early 30s, she had climbed from humble beginnings to become the CEO of a global tech company. She was the kind of leader who believed in results, not excuses. She didn't demand respect. She earned it. Yet here she was, at an airport, being treated as if her success, her hard work, and her first-class ticket meant nothing. But instead of raising her voice, Danielle decided to make a move so powerful it would leave the airline scrambling. As the line moved forward, Danielle calmly handed over her first-class boarding pass. The employee's face went pale. She realized her mistake. But Danielle didn't gloat. She didn't snap back. Instead, she did something no one expected. With a calm, steady voice, she said, "Cancel my ticket." And cancel this flight. The desk agent was stunned. "Excuse me?" Danielle slid her corporate credit card across the counter. "My company was paying for 25 seats on this flight. Not anymore." In that single moment, with just one silent gesture, Danielle froze over $120,000 worth of business for the airline. The employees at the counter didn't know it, but Danielle's company had a travel contract with that airline. By refusing her seat with dignity, she made it clear respect wasn't optional. It was the cost of doing business. News of the incident spread quickly. Other passengers filmed the scene on their phones. And within hours, social media was flooded with clips of Danielle's bold stand. Hashtags like #SilentPower and #RespectFirst started trending. People across the country applauded her calm, firm response. The airline's leadership scrambled into damage control. Losing a multimillion-dollar client was one thing, but losing public trust was even worse. They issued a formal apology, offered private meetings with Danielle, and even promised to retrain staff on customer respect and bias awareness. But Danielle wasn't done. She wasn't interested in personal apologies. She wanted change. Her message was simple. This isn't about me. It's about the next young black woman, the next traveler who's told they don't belong where they've rightfully earned the right to be. The incident became more than a headline. It became a conversation. Corporate leaders started using Danielle's story in training sessions. Schools discussed it in business ethics classes. Every day, people saw it as proof that dignity doesn't always require shouting. Sometimes, it just requires standing firm. Danielle herself summed it up best in an interview weeks later. "You don't have to scream to make a statement. Sometimes, silence backed by power is louder than anything else." Her story reminds us all, respect cannot be bought, it must be given. True power is not in anger, but in control. And sometimes, the strongest voice is silence. So next time someone tries to tell you where you don't belong, remember Danielle's story. Stand tall, stay calm, and let your actions speak louder than words. Because one silent gesture can shake the world. And that's how one calm, silent gesture turned into a lesson for the whole world. That respect is not optional. What do you think about Danielle's decision? Would you have done the same? Let me know in the comments. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe, and hit the bell icon for more incredible stories that prove sometimes silence is the loudest voice of all.